Okay, we are live.
Woo. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's webinar. My name is Tana Early. I'm the Champion Lieutenant Governor.
And I am Josh Penninger. I am the Gulf Division Lieutenant Governor.
And hello, loves. My name is Billy Hackett. I'm the Subregion G International Trustee, and I'm down in the Florida District. So, hey, hey.
All right, let me share my screen. Okay, so starting off with tonight's President's Summit with district and international updates, and of course with the Alabama District of Circle K International. So we're going to start off with ALA. I'm sure you guys are presidents, so most of you have been to ALA. But if not, ALA is like this fun event we have in the fall, in November, like right before Thanksgiving. It's just a really fun time for us to get together and like have a lot of leadership activities and fellowship with each other. And this year we're kind of changing the territory. In the past, it's been in Gulf Shores, but now we're going to have it up in the mountains in North Alabama in Mentone. And as it says on PowerPoint, the theme and camp will be revealed September 10th. So make sure as presidents of your club that you are, pushing this event, and make sure when we reveal it, you guys are sharing our promotional videos and promotional graphics and stuff to your club, and just getting the word out. And this Leadership Academy is going to be $120. And this year, Rachel and Zarin want to implement a payment plan. And so, as you can see, we have the dates listed: September 14th, October 5th, and October 19th. And each date is $40. You're going to pay. Kyle has set up the forms for each one that will be available soon. And I know we're calling it like a payment plan, but you don't necessarily have to, do the plan if you want to pay all at once. I know some clubs like South, our treasurer will register everyone and pay all at once. Or also, like if you missed the September 14th date, you can, wait till October 5th and pay, $80, and then October 19th you pay the rest of the 40, and you're good. And so it's really kind of like a payment guide to help you out. And if you want to use it, you can. If not, you don't have to worry about that. But please note that the rate increases to $150 after October 30th, and the ALA is November 16th. So if you haven't registered before then, that's okay. You can come and bring money. We always take people in that haven't paid yet. At the bottom, you'll see that facilitator applications will be out on August 28th. In the past, we've called them group leader applications. Well, this year we're completely revamping ALA and how we've done things in the past, and so we're not calling them group leaders. We're calling them facilitators. And I'm going to keep that vague and not tell you guys a whole lot, because this ALA is going to be very unique, and we don't want to spill the beans just yet. And also, as presidents of your club, we need you to stress to your members about different things about ALA to get them to come to ALA. Some of these are just some bullet points we have. At ALA, you connect with other Circle Kers from around the state. You meet members from the international board and other districts. I actually first met Billy at ALA last year. We were in the same group. And also, we have different valuable leadership and team working skills and workshops and stuff. And also, it's a mini vacation. It's right before Thanksgiving. Some people are already on Thanksgiving break. Some people aren't. And so just a really nice time. And so these are some pictures we have of Mentone, Alabama. I didn't put any pictures of the camp because we haven't revealed it yet. But like I said, it's going to be a really nice camp. And we're actually going to have a low and high ropes course, bonfire and s'mores, and get this, y'all, glow in the dark dodgeball. That's something we worked out with the camp, and they're going to set it up for us, and we're really excited. And so now we're moving on. As you can see here, we have the 61st Annual Alabama District Convention. It's going to be in Mobile, Alabama this year. We haven't had it in Mobile in a while. It's going to be March 8th to 10th in the spring at the Admiral Hotel. If you've ever been to Mobile, I'm sure you've passed it. It's a really nice hotel. They just renovated the whole entire building. And we voted on it just a few weeks ago. It's gonna be Great Gatsby themed, and I have some pictures up coming soon, and you'll see why the Great Gatsby theme really fits. And the cost for this is $200. But get this, Kyle has worked it out that the $200 registration includes the hotel room. And so in the past, you've had to pay all this money and pay for a hotel. Well, this year the hotel room is included in the registration costs. So make sure you are telling the members of your club that. And also, we have a payment plan available for this also. And the registration deadline is February 15th. Make sure you definitely tell your members about the deadline. ALA has like a rolling kind of deadline. You can show up to the event and pay, but this one you have to pay by February 15th. And also, the registration fee goes up $25 after February 8th. And so these are just some more things you need to stress to your members. We'll have officer training. So if you have an elected, officers and stuff before then, each person will have their training. We have the election of our district board positions at DCON. We always have a fun community service event. I'm working with that this upcoming month. And then we also have networking opportunities. We have the adoption of new amendments. We're going to have some new amendments coming out at DCON that you guys will be voting for, or the delegates will. And we also, give updates and have fellowship opportunities and workshops. This is going to be a big thing this year. We're revamping that also. We're going to have professionals come in and kind of lead these workshops. And so it's not just kind of this, lazy daisy workshop where you get some information. We're going to have, people in career fields that, that deal with those workshops. And it's going to be really beneficial to you guys as members. And so, and this is the pictures of the hotel. You can see why the Great Gatsby theme really fits. And it's just gonna be really nice. And then that Saturday night, when you kind of have the awards reception and stuff, is gonna be when we have the really Great Gatsby theme, alive. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have a lot of new things coming this year, and we've been working really hard. All right, so moving on. DCON again, awards. So. Kyle has just got a new assistant administrator on board with us to help revamp the whole awards. We have no more of those outdated applications that are going to be changed. And if you've been to DCON before, we have different awards in club achievement, service, leadership, and different membership awards. And please note that those awards will be due by midnight on Wednesday, January 16th. And get this, y'all, we have 2 scholarships to hand out at DCON. The David C. Womack Alabama Foundation scholarships. David Womack was our past district administrator. He unfortunately passed away this year, and so we really want to honor him by giving out these scholarships. Each scholarship is $1,000, and you have to attend the convention to receive the scholarship. And be on the lookout for those applications soon, and make sure you send those links out to your members so they can apply too. And then this is probably one of the most important slides. As presidents of your club, we rely on you all to promote district events. And so basically what that means is, with you guys hounding your members to attend, going up to them, personally and asking if they're going to be at these events, ALA or DCON, and, driving our membership up, that, creates more revenue to cover the cost of the event. And so with each district event, Kyle creates like a break analysis. And so that tells us how many people we have to cover the cost of our event. And if we go over that, then that means the district kind of makes money. And so say if we, make some money with ALA, then that money can go to DCON and make it even better. So that's why it's so important for you guys as presidents to really drive to your members that they need to come to these events, and get that that experience. And as my little guy says on the right, this leads to larger and better events in the future. And district goals. So during our board training back in April, we had we set our district goals this year, and you can read them here. We have 5,500 hours for service. We want at least 375 members. $22,500 for fundraising, and event attendance. We have 100 people for ALA and 100 for DCON. I'm hoping that's a lot higher. Like I said before, that'll help us out with our budget. Kiwanis Family Service Day, I'll talk about that later. That used to be Tri-K Day. We want 80 people. Interclubs 30. Kiwanis Family Relations 50. WASH, which is the new international project that's been out for about 2 years or a year. $2,000 we want to raise for them, and Gene Dean Rip we want to raise $4,000.
All right, y'all, this is my slide. I'm going to interject. So monthly report forms are a way for the district to keep up with what your clubs are doing and award you accordingly. So you need to be submitting your international and district MRFs on time for accurate reporting for us and also for awards. At least at the district level, a club must submit at least 80% of their awards on time in order to qualify for district awards at DCON. So it's super important that you submit your awards and submit them on time. And it's also your way of giving us feedback to see if we're doing the job that you want us to be doing, how can we be doing it better, what do you want to see out of the district board. So be sure that your club secretaries or treasurers or whoever submits your awards, be sure that they submit them on time, maybe remind them. I know at University of Alabama, we had a scuffle with one of our secretaries and our presidents had to do it. So I'm going to show you guys how to submit an MRF, just in case someone doesn't know. Also, something we're doing new this year, we're going to ask you guys to attach one of your club PowerPoint presentations that you show at your meetings to your MRFs, just so that we can see how you guys are doing presentation-wise, if there's anything that you need help with at all. And also another reason we're doing that is because we're doing something called must runs this year. So must runs are little graphics that the district is going to send out probably on Monday nights before your meetings, because I know most of you guys have meetings on Tuesdays. And it's just going to be like updates from the district. So for example, we'd have one for ALA every now and then. We'd have one for DCON. We'd have one for Kiwanis Family Service Day, that kind of stuff. We just want you guys to throw that in your PowerPoint somewhere, mention it, attach the PowerPoint to your MRFs, and you'll get points for it. So Billy is going to talk about international report forms right after this slide. So this is where you go to get to the MRFs page. It's just Alabama District Circle K International, Google it. And then you scroll all the way down and you see the club monthly report. Woo! Click on it, whoops. And it'll take you to this page. Just fill out the information and submit it by the 5th of each month. Yeah, so district MRFs are due up by the 5th. And I'm going to hand it over to Billy to talk about internationals.
Okay, hello, love. So I know this might be new for you and your clubs, depending on where you are. But in addition to reporting your district MRFs, please do have your secretaries, whoever would be doing this responsibility, complete the international MRF form. So this can be found through the Membership Update Center, the MUC. You can find the link if you go to circlek.org. It'll be right at the top in a little tab. But this system can be accessed by club presidents, secretaries, and treasurers. And it's the same place where a club keeps track of their dues paid members. There's just a place within the MUC where you can access a international monthly report form due on the 5th of each month generally. Here are all of the questions that are asked on the international MRF or have been asked in the past. We're working on getting more added, but definitely that is there for your convenience. It just, again, like the district MRFs, is used to keep track of what all of our districts are doing for awards, just for reporting purposes, so that we're able to say, hey, we are Circle K International, and we have completed collectively this many tens of thousands of service hours in a given year. So if your clubs are not reporting through the international MRF, we as an organization can't know what we're doing. So definitely just want to stress how important it is that y'all do this. So yeah.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Okay, so Alabama CKI as a district, our district project is Gene Dean Reading is Fundamental. We've always been kind of doing with working with them. And Gene Dean, they packages books for the underprivileged children so they can read. And they've pretty much given 1.5 million books. They've served 525,000 children since 1991. They're such a great charity, and they're very personable. And we always donate a lot of money to them and help them out. They have a Run to Read event on October 27th, and it's a Halloween themed run in Opelika. It's gonna be a lot of fun. you can see the registration link is down below, and we'll be sending it out in like a different newsletter later. But if you need it now, it's right there in the PowerPoint. But the cost is $20, and you get this really nice T-shirt over here. And like I said, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and there's always a lot of nice kids there. Okay, so going on. So like I said earlier, Tri-K Day, which we have every year, where we have Key Clubbers, Kiwanis, and Circle Kers come involved, where we go to Gene Dean Riff warehouse and package books and do their inventory and stuff like that. We recently renamed it to Kiwanis Family Service Day. It kind of makes more sense and goes with the flow. It's going to be October 6, 2018 in Opelika, and more details will be coming out later. But make sure you're stressing this to your club also. And we always have a lot of fun. It's actually one of my favorite service projects all year. And so I always have a lot of fun going to there. And Tana will do the next slide.
All right, so this is a really cool new program that we're introducing for the district. We pretty much want to have a monthly webinar that's kind of like this, that's open to everyone in the club. And it'll cover topics like ALA, like decon, like anything that's relevant to that month. So for September, we would probably do a webinar on recruitment if you guys wanted that, or retention, or club meetings, how to make things fun. It'll pretty much be like workshops that you have at district convention, except like better than last year's, and mixed with this training seminar. And it'll just be a brief 30-minute little video for you guys to watch, just to help you in your month to hear from the district and to get some updates on what's going on. So the webinars are designed to get you the information that you want. We want you guys to choose the topics. So we're sending out a survey after this webinar to gauge kind of what you guys want to see in the district, to see. These webinars are going to be the first Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. And everyone in your club is welcome. So if you have any questions about these webinars or anything, all of our contact information is at the end of the slide. So feel free to shoot any of us an email and we'll tell you all about it. Okay, international level of Circle K. So if any of you guys have ever been to International Convention, it's the most fun all year. It's my favorite part of summer. And it's pretty much where everyone in the district, in all of the districts of Circle K, get together at a central location. And we have workshops, we have elections, we have all kind of awesome stuff, and service and fellowship, of course. And this year it's going to be in Orlando, Florida at Disney World. Woo! It's going to be June 26th through the 29th at the Contemporary. They haven't released the registration cost yet, but the hotel costs around $59 a night plus tax. So some things that you have at CKIX, you meet hundreds of other Circle Kers from all over the world. You serve the city that you have the convention in, which we usually have a service project. We have a day of service. It's really awesome. You elect next year's international officers. So you listen to them speak, answer questions. It's a very professional and networking kind of event. You listen to professional speakers that were really inspiring. We had some really good ones this year. You attend fun and useful workshops. Like we're planning to do this year, International hires people to do their workshops, and they're really, really good workshops. They're very useful. And another thing that CKIX has is mingling with other branches of the Kiwanis family. So like last year in Chicago, or this summer in Chicago, we had it with Key Club. And next year we're having it with Kiwanis. So it's a huge networking opportunity, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So you guys should start planning now for CKIX. We're going to have another payment plan, I think, for paying for CKIX, but it'll probably be on down the road. So there'll be more information about that later. Okay, Billy, International Awards.
So at CKIX, we hand out all kinds of international awards. So just like at your con, you have different awards. Same principle here. We recognize at the international level, just fill out those award applications. You can find them on the link in this PowerPoint. So that CKI resources page, click like CKIX, contests and awards. And there are the applications there for this past year. So they are certainly subject to change within the next year, but it's just to give an idea of what this application will look like, what the awards committee is looking for, just something to guide yourself by throughout the year, because there are a lot of really important stuff. So yeah.
All right, CKI Week. So CKI Week is a week that's just kind of celebrates Circle K. It's going to be on October 21st through the 27th this year. And it pretty much just celebrates service, leadership, and fellowship, our 3 tenets. Billy, do you have anything to add about CKI Week?
Yes. So I don't know what's happening with my mic, but CKI Week is all about promoting our service partners and the different branches of the Kiwanis family. So we'll be getting more information as time rolls on with regards to what exactly each of those days is going to look like. But the plan is to have Monday focus on this service partner, Tuesday focus on this Kiwanis family branch, etc., etc. So just get ready for all this information to be rolled out. It's coming to you super soon, and we're excited.
Awesome. All right. So the Tomorrow Fund. Tomorrow Fund is a grant that Circle K International has for Circle Kers to perform service projects that they might not be able to afford as a clubs. Clubs can be awarded anywhere from $200 to $2,000. So it really depends on the level of the service project that you want to do. The deadline is December 1st. And these applications are pretty time intensive, so you might want to check it out now. Give your club board some time to put your application together, and really plan out what you want to do, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to go in with the Tomorrow Fund planning wise. Some examples of really cool grant recipients that I've heard of are Zika Care Kits. The Florida District did a couple of years ago. I've also heard of Concrete Paths for Wheelchairs, 24 hours of service. And they're really cool, like huge service projects that districts have put on and clubs have put on because of the Tomorrow Fund. Billy, do you have any other cool Tomorrow Fund recipients that you know of?
A really cool one was this past year. A club in the Philippines actually applied and got a Tomorrow Fund grant, and they re-renovated an entire library and are launching our literacy program in said library. Starting now, I suppose. It's awesome what you can do with the Tomorrow Fund. So definitely utilize this. The project of your dreams can be yours.
Sweet. All right. So where to find the application? It's on the international website under Resources, Service and Wash, Tomorrow Fund. Then the link is right there underlined. So, all right, Billy, the Wash Project.
Okie doke. Hello again. So, Circle K is partnering with UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund, until 2022 to raise $240,000 for the WASH project. WASH stands for Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene. And on this PowerPoint slide, you can see all kinds of different facts pertaining to WASH and why this is such an important cause to be involved in Circle K. So 2.1 billion people lack access to safe, clean water. 1 billion people are still forced to practice open defecation from a lack of adequate food sanitation, and every single day, 800 children die from complications related to inadequate water and hygiene. When you think about WASH, you think about everything that it encompasses. It's absolutely mind-boggling because it's for so much more than just drinking. You know, so of course you need water to drink, but you need water to cook. You need water to farm. You need water to bathe. You need water to live your life in the way that you do. And it's absolutely crucial that folks all around the world have access to clean water, to safe water, to proper hygiene practices, to improve sanitation, which essentially means toilets. So definitely a wildly important cause that we are spearheading in our partnership with UNICEF. So we are specifically involved in Haiti with Circle K's WASH project, which means that all the money that we raise goes towards Haiti and partners with, UNICEF is really great as an organization that we partner with because they are not just a charity per se. They do not just funnel money on a situation and hope that it fixes it. UNICEF is all about sustainable development. So UNICEF is all about empowering folks in Haiti to make sustainable change and to put that in their own hands. So UNICEF is all about not just, giving someone a fish, to use that metaphor, but rather to teach them how to fish. And that's what the WASH Project is all about. So let's see, the next slide is all about how you can get involved as a Circle K-er. So definitely the biggest thing that you can do to support the WASH Project is fundraise. So plan those fundraisers, execute those fundraisers in whatever way that you can. Absolutely every cent makes a difference towards the WASH Project. And then definitely be sure to spread awareness and spread the word and raise awareness among family members, friends, around your campus, et cetera, et cetera. And then on the international scale, we have 2 major campaigns every single year. So we do have Trick or Treat for UNICEF in October. So if you've ever heard of that as a fundraiser, you can order boxes from the Kiwanis store. There's a pre-order form on the WASH resources slide in this PowerPoint. And you just get all kinds of orange boxes that you can fill up throughout the month, distribute to your club members. You can go around on Halloween and trick or treat and ask folks for a small donation instead of candy. There are all kinds of stuff you can do with that project, but definitely be sure that your club orders those boxes and gets involved. And the next major campaign from International is March Water Madness. So throughout the month of March, World Water Month, we're just hoping that Circle K clubs can really, really emphasize the WASH Project, get involved, fundraise, raise awareness, do what they can. I know one club in Texas this past year, the TO District, they had a WASH week. So every single day they had a different fundraiser. And it was just absolutely brilliant and super successful. So that's just one idea. But that next slide is all about just WASH resources. They're on the Circle K International website, on the resources tab, etc. I'm done there.
All right. So on the next slide, we have more partners than just WASH. The WASH Project falls under UNICEF, and they're a really big service partner for Kiwanis, not just Circle K. And we also have all of these service partners as well. We have Better World Books, STUFF, which stands for Students Teaming Up to Fight Hunger. It sounds kind of weird. St. Baldrick's and Up with People and March of Dimes. So we've got lots and lots of service partners. You guys can check them all out on our website. Billy.
I'm back. Hello. And actually, just to add something very quickly to the last slide, as it pertains to STUFF, Students Team Up to Fight Hunger, on the International MRF form, there's a part and it asks, have you worked with STUFF this month? And STUFF is sort of a weird organization in the sense that absolutely any project that you and your club do for hunger, so a food bank, anything of that sort, is technically STUFF, even if it's not, specifically STUFF, if that makes sense. So any food item you can check that box, you did work with STUFF. Fun fact. Anyway, so this slide is all about international committees and just all sorts of leadership opportunities to help shape the future of Circle K International. So this year there are 9 international committees. Applications came out a few weeks ago, and actually committee members should have been alerted today whether or not they were selected. So if that's any of you, congratulations. But the committees are listed here below. There's a service committee, which essentially works with our major emphasis partners and our service partners, our preferred charities, etc., like we were just talking about. There's a CKIX planning committee who plans international convention. There's the International Expansion Committee, which focuses on development for our clubs that are around the world and not just focusing in North America. There is a finance committee this year, which is all about helping clubs develop their own finances, budgeting, etc., fundraising. There's a membership committee, which focuses on recruitment and training and all kinds of stuff to make sure that our members have what they need to succeed. There's a marketing committee for all of our international sort of graphics, etc. There's a governing docs and awards ad hoc committee, so they're responsible for awards at CKIX. They're responsible for maintaining our bylaws, etc. And the social media liaison, who's very directly involved with social media at the international level. So definitely next year, if this is something that interests you, get involved. It's a great, great opportunity and super fun.
All right, Josh, pass it over to you for affinity licensing.
Okay, so affinity licensing. So I'm sure a lot of you may not have heard of this before, I think it's a relatively new thing that Kiwanis International is implementing, but it's very important that your club follows these rules. Okay, so affinity licensing is kind of a brand management licensing firm that Kiwanis has kind of sort of hired. And so what it basically does is make sure like the products you're designing and ordering for your club match kind of the brand standards. And so affinity licensing or within affinity licensing has a lot of vendors, different companies like t-shirt companies and stuff. And so you need to make sure that your club is using these affinity licensing vendors for all your product needs, for like t-shirt companies. If you buy name tags or anything like that. If you click on this link below, it has all the companies listed and their link. But like I said, make sure you use these companies because you don't want to lost on them. And so basically what happens is you use one of these companies and if you design a t-shirt, you submit the design to the t-shirt company and they'll get it approved with affinity licensing. Or you can use a template design that a lot of these companies have, and the company will create a mock-up of the design. You can get it. Ultimately, it's a good thing. I know it's kind of like I don't know. I know some clubs have been using the same mom and pop t-shirt store for the past 10 years. That from now on, we have to use affinity licensing vendors. And this really just helps us protect the brand, and it'll eventually help us lower your costs of t-shirts and other products, and also result in higher quality products and better availability. And so, one thing you need to be aware of with the licensing is that right now the turnaround time could be longer. So if you need the t-shirt in say a week, that might not be good. So make sure you're submitting your t-shirt designs or creating t-shirts in advance, so you don't have late t-shirts. I know custom is lower than the other vendors, so make sure you're aware of that. And so make sure, like I said, when you're using affinity licensing, they have some really good companies within affinity licensing. A lot of them create t-shirts and stuff for frats and fraternities, and so they already have frats and fraternities. Oh my gosh, frats and sororities. And so make sure you're using these companies, and because they really know what they're doing, and they have a lot of stuff that's already kind of CKI. So going forward, make sure, like I said before, you're using these companies within affinity licensing, and the link is below for where you can access the vendors. All right, Tana. You there, Tana? Tana. Are you there, Billy?
Yes, hello.
Okay, I didn't know where Tana went, but
I think her microphone is muted.
Oh. Let's see, I'll text her real quick.
Okay.
OMG, I think someone muted me. I'm sorry, I'm here. I was talking away about fundraising and you couldn't hear me.
Oh no.
All right, sorry guys. So fundraising. We have a lot of great events to raise money for this year. We have Reading is Fundamental, and they actually get a huge portion of their funds. They're a nonprofit. They get a huge portion from Kiwanis and Circle K. So they really depend on us to keep them going. And it's a great organization, like Josh mentioned. So we also have WASH, and like Billy said, it's a very new international organization. We also get international awards for raising lots of money for WASH. So a good way to ensure that your club fundraises is to create a fundraising committee inside your club, or at least have a fundraising chair. And also, if you're interested in being on the district level, the fundraising committee on the district level is open. You can chair this committee. You can be on this committee. If you want to do either of those things, you can click that link that says chair this committee, and it'll take you to my email, and you can email me about it. But one really cool thing that I always promote, really easy way to do simple fundraising, is Chipotle nights. Chipotle does 50% spirit nights. So whoever comes in the door to raise money for your organization, Chipotle will give you half of the money that they earn from that person's purchase. So they're a really great way to get money easily. You can also do bake sales and car washes, and we have some information about that on the district website, I think. So additional resources, visit the Alabama CKI help page. It's not on the website right this second, so the link is right here in Alabama CKI help page. So click that link to access the help page. It's got all kind of cool stuff about club resources. We're working actively to get this back on our website as a drop down in the menu or something. So keep an eye out for that. Also check out this page. It's super cool. Okay, well that almost wraps up our presentation. If you have any questions about the things that we've mentioned, please feel free to email any of us or text any of us. We'd be happy to hear from you and happy to answer any questions. And that's about it for this week's webinar. Next week is technology. It's going to be presented by our district administrator, Kyle, and our assistant administrator, Josh. You guys will be learning all about how to use the district's technology that we have available for you guys. Slack, Canva, Google Suites, WordPress, MailChimp, all of these that will help you guys take your club into this century. I suggest going ahead and checking these things out before this webinar, maybe downloading Slack on your phone, checking out Canva on the web. Go ahead and be familiar with these technologies, and they're gonna present more in depth next week, next Sunday at 8. So, all right, well, I think that's all we had.
Yep, and one more thing. Make sure you complete the survey that's going to come out in about an hour. It's really useful for us to gauge how we're doing and what we could do better, and also give us some good feedback on our so thank you guys so much. You tune in next week for the last President Summit.
All right, thanks y'all for coming. Bye.